Welcome to the Tiger TV Tailgate Show. I'm Rachel Richlinksi here with head gymnastics coach Breaux. So how are you feeling today, Coach?
I'm good. I'm ready for a football game.
Really?
It's hot and sunny and just perfect day, and there's so much glare out here. I'm going to leave my glasses on if that's okay.
That's okay.
All right.
I wanted to keep mine on, but I took them off. So how big of a football fan are you?
I'm huge.
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 And what do you mean by that?
Well, I love college football. So, I mean, I love LSU football. I mean, that to me, that's the epitome of sports. However, I watch college football all day.
What's your second favorite team then, if you had to compare it to LSU?
Oh, if I had to choose another, and you're going to find this bizarre, but Miami.
Okay.
I kind of follow Miami, and here's the reason why. There's no pretense. They don't pretend to be this great academic football team. They don't pretend to be anything but a football factory. So, you know, I think they're pretty real, and I cheer for them when they're playing.
Really interesting.
Yeah, unless they're playing LSU, you know.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. So what I've always wanted to know is how would you compare your own sport that you coach to football? What makes gymnastics so special in a sense of, you know, it doesn't get as much attention as football, but how would you compare it to another
Well,
sport?
I think in proportion to the number of athletes we have on our team and what we do and the number of people that we put in the PMAC, I think that everything is relative. The huge difference is we're an individual sport that competes as a team. They're a team sport that strictly competes as a team. We really harp on the team concept and trying to mesh our athletes together, and a lot of our team philosophy and a lot of what we try to do with our team is around the kids relying on each other and counting on each other as teammates and team members, not so much as individuals. And we've had a tremendous amount of individual success at LSU as far as the accolades that our individual athletes have been able to achieve. But as a team, we feel like the academic component, the athletic component, and the community service component has to be very balanced. And we've been very masterful and very successful at doing that.
Absolutely. Well, I know it's as a team, but as individual, back to like individual players on your team, Lamencia Hall, with her big, media blow up last semester. How do you feel about that? Are you expecting that from other players this year? Or?
Well, you know, Reagan Corville has been a key player for us, competed in the all-around in every event since her freshman year, and my sports information guy will either shake his head yes or shake his head no as to that stat's correct, but to my memory, that's pretty much, you know, how it's been. 4 events, Jessie Jordan, 4 events almost every time she's competed over the last 3 years. So we're definitely relying on our senior class. Lamencia Hall gave us 2 good events last year, balance beam and floor exercise. Getting back in shape and getting to the performance level that she was at last year at the championship and throughout the season is going to be a critical factor in this team's success.
Absolutely. And back to Megan Corville, I read that she was the one to put you at the 10th individual rankings for LSU for the national titles. So are you looking for another national title from an individual this year?
I would certainly expect Reagan to be able to contend for a title in any one of the 4 disciplines and in the all-around. And I think that if Reagan would start talking about winning the national all-around title and then act upon it, and she works very hard in the gym, but you know, sometimes if an individual sport, a young lady or a young man, if they desire something and want it badly and then talk about it and act upon it, it's going to happen. And I think that Reagan Corville has as much talent as anybody in the country, and I certainly believe that she's one of the most beautiful gymnasts in the country.
Absolutely. Well, that's great. I'm sure she'd appreciate to hear that. But let's not forget what we're in front of right here. You know, the new facility. Tell us about how excited you're about that and what it's going to bring to the team. And it's 2016?
Well, we are sitting in front of the old parking lot, which is now going to be the site for the new gymnastics training center, and it's going to be state of the art. It's absolutely a dream come true. We've been talking about this and aggressively talking about this, and now we're acting upon it. And Joe Oliva has really led the charge, and General Richard, our Tiger Athletic Foundation, and this has been tied into the bond that we did to do the addition on the football stadium, and the new tennis complex, which you can already see beams going up, the new tennis complex which was tremendously needed. I mean, our tennis team didn't even have an indoor place to train, and they competed indoor. So I mean, it's real, and their locker rooms were pretty deplorable. So, you know, our situation, our gym was very antiquated, to the point that I could say that we had have a lot of training apparatuses and drill things that we do in the gym that aren't safe. Isn't that the wonderful sound of construction? That aren't safe. So what this facility is going to do for us is what baseball, the new Alex Box Stadium has done for baseball, and what the tremendous addition to that football stadium does. It's a crown jewel. This is going to be something that we want every athlete, every gymnast in America to aspire to want to train in. We want them to come and see it and visit it, and let the beauty of LSU, let the oak trees and the arches and the incredible buildings, let that speak for itself, and all of our tremendous athletic facilities, and this is going to be another one of those tremendous facilities.
Another one to have.
Yeah, and you know, we sell such a great academic package to our student athletes, and that package starts with the kids' desire to study anything they want to study here at LSU, and then the services that we give our student athletes at the academic center, at the Cox Center, is second to none. So when you put the academic commitment that the athletic department of the university has made, and our continued and aggressive, I mean, President Alexander, I think, is going to make a tremendous difference in what we can do academically on this campus. And he's on the ground. I mean, he's involved in the move-in process. When our freshmen come in, he's on the ground helping them move in, and his commitment to LSU is so deep. His own child is a freshman here at LSU. So you take that kind of commitment, and then what Joe Oliva and the Tiger Athletic Foundation has done as far as just the beautification of this campus. I mean, when you look around and you see the face of our campus, the football stadium, the promenades, the walkways, the brick pavers, everything that just has enhanced the beauty of this campus. It's a great place to go to school. It's a great place to come to work.
Yes, absolutely. And you know, everybody comes to LSU thinking that this is just a football school, and it's important to point out.
Here comes the rain.
It's important.
That's okay. It's not going to rain at kickoff.
Yeah, right. It won't be. But it's important to point out that it's not all about football in these situations where you have something new coming up for gymnastics.
No, I mean, look at baseball. Look at softball.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk about golf.
Yep.
They finished third in the country, our men's golf team. Third in the country, and our university club is a great venue for them.
Yes, absolutely. Well, it was really nice talking to you. I guess we should wrap it up before we get too
It is not going to continue to rain. It is not going to rain.
But thank you so much for your time. And
my pleasure. Thank y'all for having me, Rachel.
Okay. We'll be right back here on Tiger TV Tailgate Show.